And now, it's time for the lightning round.
Shirts on. Tears for Terrell Owens, organs for everyone. And is it Hannah or is it Miley or is it an imposter? It is Vince Arcuri in the hot seat tonight. ERA Gulf Coast Realty. What's going on? Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, how's life? Things are busy for you?
Things are busy as ever.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, average price for sale now $9,000.
Yeah, not a good time to buy.
Yeah, how about them Cowboys, huh? And how about them tears? Dallas Cowboys, who many predicted to be Super Bowl bound, upset by the Giants yesterday, and afterwards, media lightning rod Terrell Owens breaks out the tears. It's my team. I think, in a strange way, maybe some of us, maybe I am a little bit more sympathetic towards him. Do you feel that way or not?
I think that they should probably, one of the things we had talked about is the NFL on the drugs, they should probably approve Prozac, and it'll even out T.O., because it seems like every other day he changes it. Yeah, it was very tear-jerking, I guess, to see him in that type of a mentality.
What was he crying about? He's crying over his quarterback who didn't play a game, and then, of course, you're tying in the whole Jessica Simpson thing. The bottom line is, you don't cry at work.
No.
Chip's not crying when
he
the
breaks down after a bad newscast.
Well, it happens. I don't cry when a cold front goes astray.
No.
I miss that cold front boo-hoo-hoo. What's the deal?
Right. There's no crying. Not at the podium after a football game.
No crying at football. Right. So it doesn't help him. Doesn't soften him up at all?
I don't think it does. It makes him just look a little weirder.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Leave it to Chip to put the exclamation point on it. How about in Great Britain? They're adopting a plan now that they say works in Spain. Not sure what that's worth, but allowing doctors to remove organs from deceased for their transplants to be used. And the interesting question is, they have such a bad transplant rate. I think it's something worth considering. I don't see it happening here for a while.
Well, I think the lesson there is speak now or forever hold your peace. I think if you're really in a situation where you're dead set against it, no pun intended, then you opt out of it and you fill out the paperwork.
Well, the question is, do you want to have to say you're an organ donor first, or do you want later on to say, I don't want to be an organ donor?
I actually, you always need organ donors. It's better to opt out of it. I would almost rather say it's just written in as basic permission unless you sign this little paper saying no. That way, yeah.
Because you save lives.
Yeah, you do.
If you have the option to sign that paper, say please do not donate my organs, and you're done. If you don't, then at some point
someone brings up a question of our rights, though. Do you think we'll see? Because obviously we'd have a tremendous rights battle over that. Do you think we'll see something like that in the States in a couple months or maybe a couple of years?
I mean, I don't know. Mine's got a little zero in my license. I'm an organ donor. You?
I am too.
See, you?
All
right, see, so we're all.
I think maybe they should look into taking some of these people on death row and maybe seeing if they could give up for a reduced sentence. Maybe they could give up a kidney or something or an eye.
He had a good point. Instead of like electrocuting somebody or lethal injection, somehow save that person's organs and give it to somebody by the final act. They can actually spare a life.
That would be great for a state senator, right?
Yeah.
There you
Before we go, Disney's defending their decision to use a body double during a song in Hannah Montana's concert. It's a real deal. They say, yeah, but it's only for a short time so she can change her outfit. To be expected, or we got a case of fraud here?
I talked to my kids about it. My kids said that it was fine with them. They don't have Eddie Van Halen playing guitar, so in the meantime, they'll just use the body double in lieu of that.
And she's only on for a short period of time. Why even bother?
A total minute. I know.
Does it take away from the show, honestly? I mean, kids going to the show going, oh, there was that 3 seconds where I saw the body double.
I think the parents are more upset about it. We'll give her credit. She does do the singing, unlike a lot of other young stars. She does do the singing.
And they say she never stops singing. She sings off stage, even though the body double's on. So
it's a costume change. I mean, it makes the show more entertaining.
Paul, have you ever seen Jim Weber and Paul Delgado in the same place?
Same thing.
Absolutely not.
Doesn't happen. Vince, how can we find you?
I'm on www.sellwithvince.com. A lot of good information on that website.
That was an excellent commercial, by the way. That would cost you literally $3,000.
For sure. Hey, but as the backup surrogate lightning round guy, I got called at the last minute. I had to get my plug in tonight.
We got to run. Chip Stern is next. Sit tight.